Teresa McGallicher from the Miracles Tribe, coming on to talk to you today about intention and distraction. Your intention is your desire, and your desires come from spirit. The things that you want, the things that you like to do, the things that interest you are part of who you are, and you are an aspect of God. So those things are also things that God wants to do. And when you set your intention to have a certain experience, that is spirit-led, as long as it comes from a place of the heart and not from a place of lack or neediness. However, the ego has a huge tool in its toolbox to keep you blocked and keep you from having that experience, and that tool is distraction. And the ego has a lot of tricky ways to distract us and to keep us from following our heart and doing what we're meant to do here. So I wanted to talk about keeping your eyes on the prize and focus. Because when you intend to do something and then you keep your focus laser focused on that intention, the ego has less power to distract you. So one of my favorite memes is one that says, "Don't look back, you're not going that way." Obviously, if you were driving a car, you would never look in the rearview mirror the whole time you were going down the road, because you would never arrive at your destination. But many of us go through life that way, thinking about the past, looking backwards at things that happened, bringing up grievances and hurts and offenses from yesterday, years ago, decades ago. And that's no way to go through life, and you can never arrive at your destination like that. So think about, when you go through your day, how you would steer your course through life by watching where you're going. If you're riding a bicycle, you need to watch the road, because the bike will go where your eyes look. I've seen this with my kids, where they'll be on a bike and they'll suddenly see something off to the side, look that way, and then the bike goes that way. And as a snow skier, I've also had this experience where wherever your eyes go, that's where your skis go. So if you want to arrive at a destination, if you want to manifest something in your life, you've got to set your intention, and then you've got to stay on track and not get distracted. So my spiritual practice, A Course in Miracles, says that we are much too tolerant of mind wandering. And not only do you need to keep your eyes, your physical eyes, on the prize, but you need to keep your mental state on where it is that you're headed, and not allow yourself to be distracted by the news, by social media, by what other people are doing, because you can never arrive. And we want to first and foremost keep our mind trained on source, on our source, on feeling thankful and appreciative and grateful that we are divinely supported. That's always number one. But then from there, we have the creative power to determine how our life will play out by setting intentions and then trusting in the divine. So there's actually a section in A Course in Miracles that tells us how to set an intention for our day, decide how we want to feel, decide what we want our day to look like, and then decide to have that kind of day. So decide that you're going to be happy beforehand, no matter what happens, and then you can be happy. If you wait to see what happens, to see how you feel, you're always going to be yanked around with different feelings, and you will never arrive at that destination of perfect peace, joy, and happiness. But this also applies not only for the feelings that you have in the way that you experience things, but also with the life that you have in the world of form, because it all starts from here. It all starts at the level of the energetic level and then manifest in form. So I want to share with you, there's a story in the Bible that used to always upset me. It's the one about Lot's wife when they were fleeing their town, their hometown, Sodom and Gomorrah, and Lot's wife, well, the whole family was told, don't look back. But she couldn't resist. She was thinking about the friends and family that she had left behind, and she turned and looked back, and she was transformed into a pillar of salt. And I used to really be annoyed by that story because I misunderstood what the story was trying to tell us. I thought it was a message about obedience. Do what God tells you to do, or you'll be punished. Or a story about curiosity, that it's not okay to wonder what's going on back there. It's not about either one of those things. It's actually about this idea of looking back and longing for something that you've left behind instead of looking forward and feeling joy and satisfaction for where you're going. So that's what I have to share with you today. Set your intention and keep your eye on the prize. Don't look back. You're not going that way. Don't let your mind wander around. Don't let the ego distract you. And know that whatever your intention and desire is also God's intention and desire for you, because God's will for you is perfect happiness. I'm Teresa McGallicher. Thanks a lot for joining me. See you next time.